Texas. What exactly is the Jasmine Crockett way? Is it the way of insulting your own state?
Send them to Texas, they send them to Florida. Every deplorable state that we can think about. Blue states are constantly putting red states on life support, yet we got these little red states that ain't contributing nothing.
Is it the way of insulting the people in your state?
Texas has always been found to be intentionally discriminatory. I want y'all to understand the makeup of my state.
Or maybe it's the way of never-ending obsession with race.
I am tired of the white tears. Only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys.
We just is like, y'all racist. I can't hang out with the KKK in them.
That as a black woman, all I can think about is the slave patrols.
And speaking this way about a woman murdered by an illegal alien.
Stop just throwing a random dead person's name on something.
Is it the way of this?
Just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal.
How about this?
They are what make this country great.
Whatever you call this.
Oh no, like the border crisis, it's all the fentanyl and da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Maybe because these people, they are crazy.
Is this the way you want to go, Texas?
Y'all about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about Jasmine Crockett one time for the one time, because she said that now she's going to be running for Senate. Now, I haven't had an opportunity to talk about this yet, and I figured this was the perfect opportunity because she made a fool of herself by prior statements that she's made. This is actually going to be how her entire Senate race is going to go. They're going to pull up old things that she said that made her look like a damn fool. And she's going to have to answer to him, and she's going to hobble and wobble, and she's going to be trying to dodge like the Matrix to avoid accountability for things that she said. She's going to flip-flop pollywop like Kamala Harris. It's going to be glorious. It already was in this clip where she said Latinos who voted for Trump have a slave mentality. Now, she said the same thing about black people who voted for Trump as well. She said all kinds of stupid stuff, because that's what stupid people do. Is they say stupid stuff. They do stupid things. They're just stupid all around. Without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this fake Tapper interview. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Let me tell you, let me ask you about a quote that you've made that has some Democrats worried about your ability to win statewide.
They should be.
In a
worried.
December 2024 Vanity Fair profile, you talked about, quote, and I'm going to read a lot of the quote just to put it in the context, quote, all the complexities within the Latino community. The immigration thing has always been something that has perplexed me about this community. It's basically like, I fought to get here, but I left y'all where I left y'all, and I want no more y'all to come here. If I wanted to be with y'all, I would stay with y'all, but I don't want y'all coming to my new home. It almost reminds me of what people would talk about when they would talk about kind of like slave mentality and the hate that some slaves would have for themselves. It's almost like a slave mentality that they have. Now, about
imagine, before we continue, imagine again, like if you're black and you know that in the hood it's a bunch of gangbangers and people robbing people and carjackings, all kinds of stuff, and you make a bunch of money and you decide to live there. What's going to happen to you? They're just going to rob you. You have the most resources. They're just going to rob you and steal from you too. So what do most black people do? They leave and they avoid those criminals, and they prefer that if they're criminals that they get locked up. Not every single person's a criminal, obviously, but there's enough of that stuff rampaging around where people don't want to live there, and they hope that no woke judges and police and the woke legal system will allow those people to run the place rampant, defunding the police and all this other stupid stuff that they've been asking for. So it makes sense that Latinas that actually came to the country legally don't just want a bunch of illegal aliens coming in and just effing the whole operation up and making them look bad in the process.
the time that that was published last year, around 1 million Latino voters in Texas were voting for Trump. Do they all have slave mentality?
No, and that's not what that said at all. Be clear. It did not say that every Latino has that type of mentality.
No, but the ones that vote for people who believe in strong or Trump's immigration policies.
So I don't believe that the people that voted for Trump believe in what they're actually getting. That is number one. What Trump said is that he was going to kick out the bad guys. And that's what I was talking about. I've been down to the border. I've been down to South Texas. I've campaigned down there.
We're part of the largest deportation operation in American history. Don't you understand? If you crossed over the border, claimed you were a refugee when you weren't, you are a bad guy. That doesn't mean that you're a freaking serial killer, but you're still a bad guy and you need to get sent back home and then come into the country the legal way. Don't matter how long it takes. That's the law. If you don't like the law, then if you don't live here, there's nothing you can do. But if you're a U.S. citizen who want to change the law, change it. But don't otherwise say, well, I'm not a hardened criminal out here killing people, so why can't I stay in the country I came into illegally? That sounds stupid as hell.
So I am talking about exactly what was going on when I was down there on behalf of the Beto campaign. In fact, when he was running for governor, I was sent as a surrogate. And I said, talk to me about what is going on. Why is it that they believe that they can win Latinos down here? Like, I don't.
Was it Beto O'Rourke? Did he run for governor against Governor Greg Abbott? Oh, man, this dude must have got cooked. Let's keep going.
Understand what's happening. And there were people that were saying that they had fought and they had done everything the right way, and that there were bad people that were coming that were doing it the wrong way. And so they were saying, no, we left. And I mean, when you think about people that are leaving asylum, they are leaving areas and situations that they feel like are harmful to them. So yes, they're like, no, I don't want to be in this dangerous situation. And that's what I meant. But at the same time, I knew what Trump meant, because Trump had a record. Trump had a record of locking up kids and putting them in cages. So I knew what Trump meant. So that's why it wasn't making sense to me. And
that was President Obama. Okay, fact check. I'm going to do what CNN normally does to Republicans that it doesn't seem like they're willing to do here. That was President Obama. Okay, 3 million illegal aliens deported. Trump is looking like he's going to go over that number eventually, but he's not quite there yet. So currently the deporter-in-chief is still President Barack Hussein Obama, and he's the one who had the kids in cages. All the pictures circulating around the internet was from President Obama. Look it up, ask your AI, or do something. They'll tell you what the actual truth was. It wasn't President Trump.
Ultimately, right now, I just came from a joint hearing that we were having on the Senate side. It's the Senate as well as the House. The first time I've had a joint hearing ever since I have been in the House. And I was listening to Latino American citizens that have been arrested by this regime. Some of those people may have voted for Trump. I don't know. But they agree that what he's doing now is wrong. And it's about right versus wrong and not right versus left. And he sold them a bag of goods. And I knew that that's what he was selling because I knew his record.
All right, Jasmine Crockett, we'll leave it there. But
this dude, not only did he not fact check Jasmine Crockett, he just let her just ramble on like she was Kamala Harris or something. This was dumb. The last part that she just, well, they didn't know what they were getting. What do you think a deportation is going to look like? You think it's going to be like, hey, you're here illegally, you got to go. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And then they just put the handcuffs on and just walk them out peacefully? No, these people are going to go kicking and screaming and say, oh, I'm hurt. I'm sick. I can't leave now. My kids, my kids, my kids. That's what all of them are going to do. They're going to use every tool at their disposal to avoid accountability, but they shouldn't have came to the country illegally. So all that crying and hooting and hollering is something that they impose on themselves. We can't just kumbaya our way into prosperity. That's just not how the world works. It doesn't matter. Oh, this is not what Christians would do. That's not what Jesus would do. Lies. These people will say anything to try to guilt trip you. A lot of these people who are pro illegal alien don't even believe in Jesus, but they'll sit up here and try to use Jesus as a cudgel to get you to follow whatever policy that they think that you should follow. This is something where you can't respect what these people are saying. You certainly can't trust the gaslighting. Jasmine Crockett here is making a fool of herself. I don't think that she was able to successfully talk her way out of this one. Like, yes, what a lot of Latinos wanted is for basically some people to effectively be punished and removed from the country for breaking the law. Like if you waited for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years to get into the country legally, filling out all your stupid paperwork, taking these stupid citizenship tests, whatever, paying money. They literally got to pay a lot of money, and doing all this stuff. And then some people just waltz across the border and get free housing. They get free food. They get free clothes. All their kids get to go to school on taxpayer dollars. Everything else that occurs, I'm sure that there's plenty of other stuff that they're getting, literal prepaid cards to pay for any goods and services that they need. But you came into the country legally and you didn't get any of that stuff. You had to use blood, sweat, and tears and actually follow the law to do it. it would piss me the freak off too. I wouldn't feel like, man, I hope it's easier for these people to just walk into the country and not do any of the stuff that I had to do, following the law to do it the right way. It's like if somebody is driving 140 miles per hour to get to their destination and they manage to get there faster than you, but you're following the law. But then when they get there faster than you, then people just want to give them all these rewards. Well, hey, you got here faster. Well, wait a minute. I was following the law. It's not fair that I don't get anything, but I was following the freaking speed limit or closer to it. Guys, these people are freaking crooks, and the Democrats are just saying whatever that they can in order to go against Trump. Now deportations are somehow bad. He said he was going to get rid of the good people. Deportations are not a bad thing, guys. They're around in every country. America and some of these other woke European nations like United Kingdom are some of the only countries that are trying to make this argument that deportation is somehow bad, like this cruel punishment to remove people that come into your country. That doesn't make sense. We're not jailing them. We're not killing them. We're just, putting them in detention temporarily until they get deported. Like, hey, you got to get the hell up out of here. It's really that simple. And Jasmine Crockett is already in hot water because of stupid stuff that she said about people being slaves. It's like a slave until you hate on the slaves. No, they just want people to follow the law and not be rewarded for being criminals. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching Black Anomaly. Rising channel. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, Cyber Noodle, 655, Bella Scott, and Carpentier John. Could not do it without you.
How about this new one they have? Their new star, Crockett. How about her?
She's the new star of the Democrat Party, Jasmine Crockett. They're in big trouble.
But you have this woman, Crockett. She's a very low IQ person.
I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person.
Crockett. Oh, man. Oh, man.
She's a very low IQ person.
Somebody said the other day she's one of the leaders of the party. I said, you got to be kidding. Now they're going to rely on Crockett. Crockett's going to bring them back.